Good morning, advertising, and welcome to this very special and unique event.
It's great to see the sector coming together in this way to talk about how we can rebuild and recover from coronavirus.
But without the virus, where would we be now? Would Boris Johnson be in so much pressure from his own MPs? Maybe not. Would Sir Keir Starmer be under even more pressure to have made a dent in the polls? Probably. And would Dominic Cummings have ended up walking out of government? That one I could see happening either way.
What I am hoping we take into 2021 from everything that we've learned working remotely during the pandemic is the ability for all of our people to work flexibly, work dynamically, work in a way that suits their work-life blend.
So that's where our purpose came to life and served us really well. Serving British shoppers a little better every day.
And we take a really great pride in the diverse community that are able to use TikTok in order to tell those stories. And as an industry, that's what we do, right? We point a camera back on society and we create the stories that people see.
Look, for me, the one thing is inclusivity. We had a crazy year with the pandemic, but we also had Black Lives Matter, and we made huge strides as an industry. Many of us challenged ourselves to think about what inclusivity means and effectively to think about what exclusivity meant in the past.
This is the first time that the presidents of the Advertising Association, the IPA and ISBA have come together to address really some very key issues facing the industry, namely the economic recovery, inclusion, and the climate emergency.
As I said as we went into this crisis last year, the advertising industry is very much the canary in the mine. We get hit first. When a business is in crisis, the first thing they worry about is their people. The second thing they worry about is cutting budgets to make sure they survive. And indeed, the advertising budgets were cut.
From our perspective, our belief is that you have to maintain a share of voice in weathering any downturn, and previous research has shown over decades that basically the brands that do will be the ones that consumers stay most with through thick and thin.
If you look at the last 12 months, I think it's been a bit of a mix. Some companies have clearly done very well, but of course many companies have really struggled, and as Keith kind of pointed out, not only have they cut costs, but in some cases they've really tried to preserve cash.
So we were the first advertiser to go through the MOT and I totally recommend it. It's been really valuable exercise for us, and actually it's pretty simple.
The marketers do a very bad job of communicating the positives and the upside, and that advertising pays for content, and that good use of data stops bad things.
As a marketer, I always felt that I was taking over something that was a legacy that I had the privilege to work with to ensure that the brand continues to stay relevant and engaging in the time in which we live.
Now, we've heard about the shared and heartfelt desire from everyone to build back better and use the recovery from the pandemic as the reset opportunity, and to go forwards as a fairer, a greener and more inclusive industry.